Hello students, welcome to Sumaya English Primary School. Today we are going to start with the subject History, Class 6. Now the name of the chapter is the Vedic Civilization. Now we will talk about the Vedic Civilization. In this period, the Vedic period, what do you mean by the word Vedic? The language which was used in the Vedas in the form of Sanskrit, that is known as a Vedic, the word meaning Vedic. The civilization which is based on Vedic literature, that is known as Vedic civilization. Now we will see some points about the Vedic literature. See, the first only I have told you the definition. The civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as the Vedic civilization. This Vedic civilization, Vedic literature is considered as the earliest literature. In the Vedic literature, the Vedas were composed, many sagas or the rishis, and the many Vedic hymns also was there, which was composed by the women. Vedic literature is in the form of the Sanskrit. In the Vedic literature, we will see there are four Vedas. The first is the Rig Veda, second Yajur Veda, third Samaveda, and the fourth one is Atharva Veda. Now we will see some points about this. The next is the parts of the Vedas which I have told you about, the 4 points: Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. First one is the Rig Veda. In the Rig Veda, the Veda is known as Richa. So the Veda which consisting of Richas is known as the Rig Veda, and the Richa means to praise a deity, and the word deity means the god or goddess, and the composition of the poetic of this Veda is known as the Sukta. This was the first one, Rig Veda. Now the second one is the Samaveda. It provides guidance when the Rig Vedic sang. It set the rhythm and tune at the time of yajna. In the Samaveda has founded many Indian music also. So this was the second one. Now next we will go to the Yajur Veda. It contains the mantras during the time of the yajna. Yajna, the word means the ritual sacrifice. They do the different yajnas with the mantras. This was the Yajur Veda. And the last point is the Atharva Veda. This Veda is different from all the three Veda. It is connected with many things in our day-to-day life of the people, and it also provides information about the medicinal herbs. Atharva Veda also provides guidance to the king how they should run their kingdom. Here also some points is given. We can see in the Atharva Veda, we can see the various branches of the science in the Ayurvedic economics, which was including the Vedic math. This was the some points of this 4 parts of Vedas. Now next we will go to the social life. Social life of the Vedic civilization. In the Vedic civilization, we will see about the social life. In the social life, the first main thing was the family system we will see. I hope so everyone knows about the family system which happens nowadays in our day-to-day life. But in the Vedic period, the first preference goes to the joint family system. In the joint family system, the importance was given only for the increasing of the birth of the son. At the Vedic period, in family, women's restriction was increasing and their position was kept in secondary, that is inferior. For example, we will see here women inferior to men. That means they stopped from going to the assemblies. They have to only serve their husbands, and they have to take off their children, their families, and they are only allowed in the religious ceremonies. This was the some points we will see. We have seen the social life. Now next we will go about the agriculture. What was the agriculture in the Vedic period? At that time, the diet of the people was cereals like the wheat, barley and rice. This was used more at that time. Some other products was also used in the diet like black gram, that is udad, ghee, milk, butter, honey and the meat. This we will see here is a primary occupation. This was a primary occupation, was cultivation of the land, that is the agriculture was given a very primary occupation. Now next we will go to the, in the Vedic period also the main occupation of the people was agriculture. For agriculture they used the tradition method. In this method cow dung was used as the manure. In this period also some important animals was also there like horses, cows and the dogs were there. Cow were used in the form of the exchange, so it was always highly priced. Now next we will go to the religious ideas. In the Vedic civilization we will see about the religious ideas. In the Vedic period the religious ideas were related to the nature, mostly it was focused to the nature, which we can see the examples: the sun, the wind, the rain, lightning, storms and the rivers. These all the natures were included in the form of the deities. In this period, in the religious, yajna was increased day by day and the rules of the yajna was also became harder and harder. We will see here yajna is the act of offering havi into the fire. See the picturization is also given. Initially the yajna rites were very simple, but the rules of the yajnas become harder and the harder. That's why because of these reasons the importance of the price went on increasing. So this was some points we will see the religious ideas. Now we will go to the political system. We will see about the political system in the Vedic civilization. We will talk about the political system. During the Vedic period, each and every village had a head, which was known as a Gramani. In this way, they made a group of villagers which was known as the Vish, that is, whose head was known as the Vishpati. In this way, several Vish was made, which was formed named as a Jana. In this system, the duties of the king was to protect the people and to collect the taxes and to run the administration. To run the administration smoothly, the king used to appoint many various officers to take care of it, and they used to give different work with different names. For example, we will see the officers who collect the taxes, it was known as Bagdud. In the system, 4 institutions was there who guide the kings, and the name is Sabha, Samiti, Vidat and Jana. The head of the Jana, we will see here, the head of the Jana was known as a Nirpa or the Raja, that was the king. The main duties of the king, I have told you, they have to protect the people, collect taxes and run the administration. This was the political system in the Vedic civilization. I hope so everything was clear, the points. Thank you very much, student.